The last time we talked story about your Mother's Day Spectacular, you were so generous to talk about the origin story, how, growing up on Kauai and the various maternal figures that you have in your life. This 17th annual Mother's Day Spectacular Legacy. Yes, 17th.
Would have been 20th, but we had COVID. Yeah, we took a break, and everybody was telling me, "Oh, put on a Mother's Day show." I think somebody offered the parking lot at Aloha Stadium.
Oh, because open, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think back then in the middle of COVID, people was putting on concerts, but you could only listen to the concert in your radio, in your car, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
They had put on a couple concerts, so a couple of people reached out. They're like, "Oh, put on a Mother's Day show, at the stadium, but people can sit in their car and listen on the whatever dial it was on the FM." And I'm like, I can't do that. It's different. I'd rather just take a break and just pause for the cause rather than trying to put on a show and people are engaging with the radio. It's a different vibe. So we just waited. And then when we was all clear from COVID, people came out swinging. That show, okay, sold out is considered like 1,000 seats, right? I'll push it to like 1,200, 1,300.
We can fit another table.
Yeah. That year, we fit 1,600.
Wow.
You could not move. So I remember putting tables and chairs underneath the video screens. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You've been to my show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the general manager was like, you can't do that again, just in case, in case of emergency. But it's just a testament of how the show touches people's lives, right? That is such a great show, and the entertainment, the food, the hula. I mean, you've been to it, Kathy. It's not a show, right? It's an experience.
It is a spectacular. And when I tell people about it, from actually before the doors open,
the Papa Makeke.
So there's the Makeke.
Yeah.
And when the doors do open and people start coming in and settling in, there's already music. There are giveaways in between. There's banter in between. There's not a quiet moment. There's no lull.
No lull.
If you want some peace, you can go get the food. You can go to the buffet line, or you can go shopping, or just talk story outside. But it's just like being in the room at your table. There's a lot of just mingling. People are just always engaged with one another. It's
all kinds of action. Yeah,
it's
like mayhem. And I tell everybody, like, in case you miss going to Mary Monarch and you get a chance to go to Mary Monarch for the competition or the Papa Makekes that they have, just come to my Mother's Day show.
Yeah,
right. It's just like a smaller scale of Mary Monarch. It's huge. Yeah, and people dress up to the nines. Yeah, people will come in their holocues and get all on with themselves. And I never thought that this show, when I first did the show back in 2006. After my mom passed away, I had Kelly Irashao, Amy Hanaili Igelium, Kaumaka Iva, Kainani Kahonaile, Hula Hala o Kamuela, and I never thought in a million years that the show would be as big as it is today, right? And from humble beginnings. Yeah. And I think for me, I look at it as now it's my kuleana. It's my kuleana to put on a show for moms, and especially in this world that we live in, it is so crazy. It's so chaotic. There's so much negativity going on that this show brings positivity, brings so much love and aloha. And it's something to look forward to honor your moms, to honor your tutus, your grandmas, your aunties, your mothers, and bring your ohana and just tap out for a little bit and just come in and enjoy a day full of love. You know what I noticed too? Like a lot of people come regularly, right? And there's families that have come to my Mother's Day show since the beginning, right? You're talking 20 years, right? Because this would have been the 20th. And some of their moms and grandmas that used to come with them passed away. And I would tell them, if you guys want to come, but Mele, my mom died. That's okay, because you still have the rest of your ohana to enjoy, right? So I tell them, like, my hila, like, don't be shy, just come. And if you guys want to bring a picture of your mom that passed away, that came to my Mother's Day show for the last 20 years, bring a picture of your mom. And I see a lot of people that would bring pictures of their mom that would come to my show, and they put a layer on the mom's 8x10 picture. There's some people that brought their mom's urn, and then they're kind of hila about it. Like, oh, I only have a mom's urn. I'm like, bring them. I bring my mom's urn too, So it's just beautiful. And you seen how everybody's just so full of love, and all you can do is laugh, cry, dance, sing, get up, cheer, scream, and win prizes, and excitement.
Tell us about the 17th annual lineup for 2026.
Oh, another big lineup.
Yeah, I mean, award-winning musicians, award-winning hula halau.
Yes, and
Yes.
we're still coming off the high from Mary Monarch, right?
Yes.
And this year's Mother's Day concert, it's going to be another stellar lineup with the famous Lim family from Kohala, Hawaii. The Lims are coming in. We also got superstar, one of our favorites, Hawaiian style band. And Robi Kahakalau, she called me. She's like, we're so excited, Mele. Hawaiian style band is going to be there. Nahoku Hanahana Award Trio, Hi'ikua is going to be there. And one of my favorites, I played their music on radio for so many decades, Ho'onua. Remember Ho'onua? Mm-hmm. The boys are coming in. And this past weekend, we had Mary Monarch. So, Kala Onohimai o Ha'e, they won first place. Hula Awana and Mary Monarch last week. And they're going to be performing. Another hala that did great this weekend is Kekai Okahiki, the Kane. They won multiple awards this past weekend. So they're going to be performing at Mother's Day as well. And we're honoring music legend Auntie Karen Ke'ave Hawaii. And her daughter, Tracy, is the one that's bringing the halau. She's the kumu of Kala, Onohimai o Ha'e. So it's going to be just a beautiful day of family and ohana. And I grew up with Auntie Karen Ke'ave Hawaii from when I was a baby. And she was one of my Auntie Lovey's best friends. And when I called her and I said, Auntie, I knew you from the time I was a baby and you're getting old, so I don't want to wait too late. So I want to honor you at my Mother's Day show. And she just cried and cried. Mm-hmm. And she was just so grateful. Yeah. She's like, thank you for remembering me. And, when I was a little kid, Auntie Karen Ke'ave Hawaii and Loyal Garner had the biggest Mother's Day shows back in the 80s,
Yes.
And so I look at them as my mentors and my idols. And they're pioneers of how Mother's Day shows here in Hawaii. So for me, it's a big kuleana to carry the torch to make sure that we have an exquisite, top-notch Mother's Day spectacular. So I think I've been pretty good.
So Mele, you are the host, you're the organizer, you're the official ticket outlet, 808-292-5522.
That's me.
And you also are going to be on stage as a host, but you also have two special guest MCs this season. Can you talk about how you wrangled them to take part?
Well, one of them, of course, is Billy V. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm his protege, and he's been with me at my Mother's Day show, hosting it with me from day one. I take it back. My first one was on Kauai, my second year, 2007. So he's been emceeing with me since 2007. That's almost 20 years too, right? Mm-hmm. And then I also called Dylan and Cheta. And Dylan is so excited because, we're both from Kauai. And Dylan hosted my Mele's Kalikimaka TV special with me back in December. And we had so much fun. So he just clicks. He just clicks with us. And he is so kolohe, just like me. So when I told him, hey, you gotta jump on with me and Billy, he was like, oh, shut the front door. I get to jump on Mother's Day with you guys. Sass. So he's all excited.
Talk about a few of the Makeke vendors, but that just means all the Makeke vendors. I don't know if you're able to access that in your memory because, as you said, so many from day one with you.
Yeah.
So are there anybody new who was able to squeak in who might not have been part of?
It's always hard to squeak in.
Yeah.
Because all the vendors have been with me from day one and they would not give up their spot, right? So we got Kini Zamora and Ari South. Homegrown is going to be there. Ilihia Designs, Namaka Kahiko, Ha'aheo Hawaiian Crafts. So whether you're looking for Hawaiian Ni'ihau shells or Tahitian Black Pearls or a dress or Mu'umu'u, Juju by Julian is going to be there. But because they've all been with me from day one, there's so much people that's on a waiting list, and they always tell me if there's ever a room, if anybody cancels, I want to take their place. I'm like, okay, I'll put you on the waiting list. There's a really, really long waiting list. But we might, crossing fingers, I don't know yet, we might be able to squeeze in Sig Zane Designs. Yeah, from all the way from Hawaii Island. Because when, I go try to shop at Sig Zane Designs when I go to Mary Monarch. By the time I get there, everything is gone. Everything is gone. So I reached out to Kuha'o and I said, we might have room. Would you want to squeeze in? And he was like, what? Thank you for thinking of me. Let me call you back. So I'm hoping they can come.
Sunday, May 10th, 2026, the 17th annual Mele Apana, or Mele's Mother's Day Spectacular Legacy, honoring the great, iconic Karen Keawe, Hawaii. Tickets, official ticket outlet. If anybody else says they're lying, it has to be 808-292-5522.
That's my cell number. And people trip, when they call me and I answer, they're like, not. Shut the front door. Is this really Mele Apana? I'm like, it is. And then I voila with everybody for like a whole hour. It's so funny.
You must have such a good calling plan.
I do, yeah. What is that? Unlimited minutes.
Yeah, it's from back in the day.
I should be sponsored, AT&T.
Can you share a little bit about your title sponsors that have been able to keep it bigger and better and keep you like, oh, you want to see more? I can give you more.
I got to send a big shout out to Hilton Hawaiian Village. First and foremost, I have been doing my Mother's Day concert at Hilton for so many years, right? And they take good care of me. So everybody tells me, oh, you're like the Mariah Carey of Hilton because you have your Mother's Day show and your Mele's Kalikimaka TV show, so they take really, really good care of me and all of our guests. Hilton Hawaiian Village, you can't touch them. Mahalo to Bishop Museum, right? So even though the show is not at Bishop Museum, it's at the Hilton, Bishop Museum, they come strong. They're giving away Mele After Hours concert tickets for all the VIP seats. Yeah, and I do all the events there too, so I'm going to be hosting their concert August 14th. So we got a huge lineup of Nahoku Hana World Stars. And finally, big mahalo to C's Candies. C's Candies, they are my big sponsor for Mother's Day and my Christmas show. And every single person that walks in that door gets C's Candies. Like, what? Right? You've seen it, right? I mean, everybody goes home with C's Candy. In fact, speaking about C's Candy, I got a phone call last night. So I'm planning on Mele's Kalikimaka in Las Vegas this coming December. And they called me last night and they said, oh, by the way, we got the approval for your Las Vegas show. I'm like, what? Oh! So I'm like extremely humbled and just grateful.
Everybody knows you sing, you play music. You did lead your class at Kamehameha schools for song
4
contests.
Years, and that video goes viral every single year.
Amazing. But have you ever gone in the studio and
never
recorded?
did.
Not even background, not even like one triangle, tambourine.
I did on one of our projects for our class, a song that Eric Lee wrote for honoring Bernice Pauahi Bishop. And then I sang harmony and that was it. But as far as me doing my own project, I never did. So this is my first time. Okay,
talk about that. Because I'm imagining it's like you could cover a whole bunch of songs, but your debut single is very special.
Yeah, so I'm working on a full-length album, but my first single that's coming out is going to come out on May 18th. Knock on wood, hopefully it's been finished by then because I did a video to it. But I chose that song, Le'o Nauna O Leina Ala, because it was honoring my Auntie Lovey, Apana. So my Auntie Lovey was the one that raised me, and she was my mom's sister. She was, in my eyes, the most revered and most respected, most famous kumuhula from the island of Kauai. She was also one of the original halau to compete at Mary Monarch. But the song that's coming on my single, it talks about honoring her. And she gave me the melody in 2006. So she passed away in 1998. But in 2006, I remember I woke up, it was 1:15 in the morning, and she gave me the melody and she came to visit me. And when she came to visit me in my dream, she said, I know you miss me, but wear me like a lei. I will never leave you. So that's what the song is about, that she is a cherished lei that I hold close to my heart, right? Because she'll never leave me. And it took 20 years actually to do a recording because I've been in radio for almost 30 years. And when you talk on radio, your voice gets really raspy. So when people tell me, oh, when are you going to do an album? I'm like, I can't. I'll never do an album because there's no voice. So now I have a break from radio. I can finally work on my project. And the original song that's going to be on the project was all given to me in my dreams. You know, like I tell people, I'm not a composer. I can't sit and write music for nothing. But the songs that I have is all originals that I had visitations by my kupuna. So it's the stories behind the mele that I think is the most important part of it. Penabu is the producer. I'm producing it, and Penabu is the studio that I'm using. And he is so talented. Oh my gosh, Penabu is so talented. On my first single that's coming out, I invited Ho'o Mananui Apo because Ho'o helped me write the Hawaiian, translate into the Hawaiian poetry of what I was trying to express because I don't speak fluent Hawaiian. So I asked Ho'o to sing with me on this project. So Ho'o is part of the first single that's coming out.